And I threw up the eggs with Daz on that new screen. Remember that?
Yeah, that wasn't on that one though.
Oh.
Are at the airport, leaving for Los Angeles. New episode of the vlog, and so still have the GoPro with me. Still have the camera with me, my phone. But we're taking out the big boy camera today, and normally I have a videographer that helps me with this stuff. And this trip, I get to try to do it all by myself. So bear with me, and let's have fun. Going to Los Angeles, I get to work with Bo Eason, storytelling expert, former NFL player, former New York theater star, amazing storytelling coach. And if you know me, that's my jam, is storytelling, and it's the thing that I coach people on. But I have a coach that helps me as well. So away we go.
Hey, it's early. It's 5 o'clock California time, which means it's 7 o'clock at home, so it's really not that early. But I have a full day of workshopping and working my brain and being on my feet, and so it's important for me to get a workout in. And I found a SoulCycle about 3 miles from here, so we're gonna go check it out and get a little sweat in with a bunch of strangers to get my brain and my body moving. Anytime I want to work, anytime I want to speak, anytime I want to create, I take care of my body first. Everything else flows along. So I gotta change and look more presentable or I'm gonna be late. And yes, I'm going to a group fitness class. But you know I'm representing. What? Let's get sweaty. Alright, thank God for Uber and Lyft at, over before 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna go in here and check out, sweat with a bunch of other people. Here we go. Woo! Class is over. Can't tell really well, but I am a sweaty mess. But what I found about like working out, and I don't know if there's something, whether it's by yourself or in a class or with a trainer or something, I have some of my best business ideas while I'm doing this. Like I totally thought of a way to help more trainers and group X instructors, whether it's a spin teacher or somebody teaching any kind of group class, how to expand their business and how they can help more people than just the people that come into their class. Because this instructor I had was amazing, and I was like, wow, she's great. It's a shame she's only getting to impact these 20 people at a time in this class or whatever, and came up with a full marketing plan to like how she can help people that aren't even local to her. In fact, that's what I do with my business. And it's so funny because so many trainers and group, spin instructors and stuff, they're really limited in their thinking sometimes because all they're ever doing is trading on a business side. All they're ever doing is trading dollars for time, but they never want to stop teaching because that's what they love. Obviously, they have a heart to help other people, and I never want to take that away from them. I want to be like, hey, what if you could choose how many classes you get to teach instead of having to, because all of us that have ever taught before have got to that part where we go into a class and we're just not looking forward to that day. But what if your students always got the best, most excited you? That's pretty amazing. So if that's you, you should email me, jimmy@thecoachjimmy.com. I'd love to talk to you about that. But I had so many other business ideas, and excited to go in, have my training today with Bo. But first, I'm trying to find this Starbucks that's around here. Oh, I think we found it. And there they are.
There are some qualifications to work on, so everyone starts to get serious. And then I don't make a list of qualifications. I go right into a story. Walk in. Al Pacino said, "I wish that the stage was a cover."
So we didn't have an enemy.
Well, there'll be an enemy. There's enemies.
Well, we didn't define the enemy. It wasn't part of the practice. So this is part of the practice. Now I'm kind of trying to identify.
But no, but you don't need an offer directly related to that story. Am I going to have great kids? Are we going to go to church or no church? Are we going to drive this kind of car? Are we going to have a house? Or are we going to have an apartment? I want to know. I want to know what's predictable for us. And if someone can tell me that.
So what was her offer? Is that
Well,
what you mean?
not.
Is that what you're saying? So anytime somebody gets.
Okay, so I got the cord and I just decided to stay out and I'm gonna trench through here and just work at the mall, implementing stuff. I decided to stay and make this a little few day thing to just do work. Sometimes changing your location from regular stuff at home in a different city sparks creativity, no distractions. I mean, I love my family. I don't want to call them a distraction. But you know what I mean? So I decided to take a little break and we are off in search of food.
Oh, they don't even know. I walked in and they said, "Would you like the all-you-can-eat sushi?" Yes, please, and thank you.
Okay, so on the day that you had scheduled to just lock yourself up in a hotel room and do the work from what you learned yesterday and really just apply a bunch of stuff, like I was gonna stay a couple days, work, and then you realize that you didn't pack the power cord for your laptop. So we are here at the Apple store. You know, we put people in private Facebook groups and then there's that accountability piece, or people miss a day, or they're going through the, you know, instead of going through the infomercial. Just a very short version, they say. Okay, so I didn't get a chance to recap kind of what happened the other day with Bo Eason. It was pretty amazing. There was literally 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, 5 of us there. And we really went over some of the power of storytelling and why story is so much better. Why telling a story is one of the fastest ways to establish trust, specifically now in this social media world. That if you can tell somebody a story, something that they can relate with, it's just a quick way to, you know, so many people, you know, that trust wall is up sometimes, and to break that down even quicker. And it was showing how a story can help that. A story can help overcome any objections maybe somebody has with somebody wanting to do business with you, or a price objection. And I heard a long time ago, before I ever started working with Bo Eason, that facts tell and stories sell. And as I continue to go back and become more of a storytelling expert myself, I really do find that instead of bogging down in debates with some people, I just share a story that usually hits on some kind of emotional level or makes the point. I mean, heck, Jesus taught in parables, so I think he was pretty persuasive in the way he looked at things as well. And so I just go back, and so it even made me want to make sure that in addition to this well-crafted vlog that you guys continue to work, I want to create a storytelling show where I'm teaching how I use story, how you use story in a day-to-day life to be more effective as a partner, as a parent, as a business owner. And then not only the tips that I've learned, not only with my, you know, past 10 years of business expertise, but my 20-something years of theater and acting training. It's been really cool to watch how my past life as an actor and all the hours and hidden hours in theater classes and film classes really are serving well, and what's setting me apart, I think, in my industry right now, and I really enjoy that. And so I want to help you as well. So stay tuned. Make sure that you're subscribed to this to this channel, because that's gonna be coming out really soon. I'm working on a few titles, but it's gonna be a storytelling, a story time show that's going to be a mix of me to camera, teaching and giving you some really in-depth ways that you can tell a story in person, on social media, and then also interviewing people. What I want to do is interview entrepreneurs learn more about their personal story, what led them to do what they do professionally, and tie those things together. And then on the back end of the episode, really show you, okay, now I'm gonna dissect this person's story and tell you why it's so effective, and maybe explain a little bit why they've had so much success. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm so thankful for Bo Eason for continuing to remind me about the power of story and the most effective ways to teach it, that it's something that needs to be done, and that we need to continue to tell stories, share our stories, because so many people don't think their story is that effective or that powerful. It's not that big a deal. And I feel like it's my mission is to work with you and show you that that story that you're downplaying right now is so powerful and can impact so many people's lives regardless of where you are. So many people are waiting for the after photo or until they make, you know, X amount of money, or they feel like there's some, you know, finished part to the story. And really, if you learn how to do it right, you can take your story right now in the middle of where you are in it right now and really be effective and really impact other people's lives. So it's been an awesome time here in California. Make sure you're subscribed here. Thank you so much for liking this video, for sharing it, and for subscribing. And I will see you on Well Crafted real soon.